morning everyone, it's the goateed sloth here welcoming you to Slow Hands Fast Cars. We're in the pursuit to get faster, and in that pursuit we have some pretty good news today. Look, my new vids have been coming out rather slow due to some me testing a lot of different options, and a lot of them didn't work. So in short, my phone sucks. We know this. It's old. It's less than 2 megapixel. Yeah, I know, it's embarrassing. I do have some other options coming and some that I'm going to use and try out. I did buy myself a nice little stand with a light and a microphone and thought that'd be fantastic. My phone sucks, so it wasn't. The video quality was very poor and the microphone crackles like you wouldn't believe, but that's what you get for being cheap. Good news is I'll be able to use that stand with whatever I get, cameras and everything else. And I can use the light to do better lighting and stuff like that. So not a total lost cause, but it'll be a while away. So that's why I haven't been doing videos, because this is about the 4th time I've tried to do this one. So we'll try to get through this as nice and quick as possible. So let's jump straight to it. I finally received a package. It took a month. It traveled around Australia more times than I have. Postage cost a bomb. It shouldn't take that freaking long. Got to Welshpool, went back to Queensland, circled around the eastern states again, so it literally took a month. It was like a month shy of a day or two. It was a long wait, but anyway, it got here. Okay, the packaging wasn't great. It was literally 2 cardboard boxes that had been cut and then placed on top of each other, and everything was just thrown inside. Yeah, I could have done a better job than that, but anyway, everything appears to have come. There might be a few bent things here and there, but it's going to do the job, and over time I'll slowly get things working really well. Like I said, this has taken me a bit to get through. I did do some unboxing videos, but the quality was really poor. I've still got some stuff up on the GoPro maybe I can use and just overlay into this one, but we'll see how we go. So let's get into it. Hey, what did I get, man? I got a heap of stuff. Now, if I didn't have to pay such a large amount for postage, I think I paid like $420, and that's essentially 2 complete Traxxas Slash. Need a little bit of work here or there. One of them I knew had some issues. Shells, an extra chassis, lots of different parts, lots of wheels, which was pretty pointless, but anyway, just lots of stuff. Lots and lots and lots. So I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm going to go through the stuff that I really liked. Okay, I'll get into the cars in a second bit. So, what did we get? We got a nice battery charger. It's just a single port Venom brand or something. It's the one they sell down at our local Toy World. Heap of different charging cables, so that works great. I really like that. It now means I've got 3 different chargers, and I'm going to set up a nice little station over here a bit later. My T200 will be my primary go-to one, and that's the one I'll be using to take to events and stuff, so I can charge things effectively there. However, the other ones I'll use them for lots of different things, which should be good. That, along with the battery, come lots of different adapters. Okay, obviously ones that he's cut off from ESCs and stuff like that he's been replacing. So we've got some Deans, we've got a lot of Traxxas adapters, which is actually pretty cool. T adapters, not Deans. They're not Deans, they're T adapters. Alright, and I've learnt the difference between what is a good Deans and what is a bad Deans, or T. So I will be getting some better Deans later, and proper Deans as well. Probably AMAS or something, I think they're called. So lots of different cool things there. A few things that I do need to fix, but whatever. Also got a whole set of E clips and C clips from Traxxas, unopened, ready to go, which was fantastic because I'm going to need them, and I've actually had it on my wish list to fix up that original one that I got about a month or so ago. So brilliant, loving that. Steering hubs, more on that later, but I got some RPM steering hubs and some camber, I don't know what they're called, still learning, but parts for the steering hub area, which is really cool. Bucket load of various screws, including wood screws and woodwork. I'm not sure why he sent me them, but anyway, a few hobby screws and stuff, so that's good. I've already used a couple, so brilliant. A heap of RPM bumpers, parts, general odds and ends. Okay, they will come in handy. I will definitely use them, and I actually think I saw something last night that I went, ooh, so battery connected, all sorts of stuff. More importantly, a lot, and I do mean a lot, of Ultra Shocks in various degrees of condition and sizes. Some big bores, some standards, springs, pistons, all different sorts of parts, various degrees of working, but I should be able to get more than a complete set to throw on the old one. Like, I've already got a complete set, they're ready to go, and these ones that I've got floating around have full sets, plus I've got the spares, so heaps of shocks now, so I should be able to get something working really good there. Really happy about that. There was a heap of other random parts as well, including an old chassis that obviously been used for this one. I'm going to figure it out one day. And yeah, so lots of stuff there that I can actually play with later. So we might even be able to get a fourth car running out of all the bits and pieces that I got, which will be pretty schmicko. Maybe turn it into the dedicated oval. Who knows? We'll get there. So let's go through the cars. Oh, one other thing I got too. FlySky GT2 transmitter. Now, this ain't a very good transmitter. I'm not too worried about that, and there's a few issues with it. I probably need to rip it apart and grease things up a bit and just check some things. She's a bit loose and whatnot, but the reason I like this is because I originally bought this, which is an SM100 cable, to use on the GT3C, because that was meant to have a DCC port or DSC port, but I don't. This does. So we've been hooking this up and playing some VRX Pro, which is great because it's really helping us with a little bit of throttle control and stuff. So really happy about that. Came with a spare little bloody rubber thing. So now I've got that, my FlySky GT3C, which both use the same sort of receiver, which is even better because it came with a receiver for that. So my boy is falling in love with that. He wants to use it. I'm not overly keen on that. I'd like him to use the Traxxas TQI that we've got because that's pretty nice. But little boys be little boys. We're gonna let him use it. All right, I've got it ready installed, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that was a bonus. I did not expect that. I got a few other really poor transmitters that I'll probably just rip down for parts and stuff like that. But overall, now we've got way too many transmitters. If I could figure out how to get a better cable for this, they're all lined up over there. There's a heap of them. So that's pretty cool. All right, so on to the Traxxas. Let's start with this one right here. It is a brilliant looking shell. Shell is very old, very cracked. I'll actually show you. I've been to town on the old electrical tape. I will be putting more on there because I've discovered electrical tape sucks for this job, so we'll fairly load that up. But as you can see, it's pretty cool looking Traxxas shell. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, I do need to do a little bit of work. As you can see, still some stuff in here I got to fix up, but at least it doesn't break anymore. As you can see, it's a lower center of gravity LCG chassis on that thing, so even better. So that thing really goes very well. It's got a Hobbyworks combo 4000 kV and a program card. I don't have the cable for the program card, but that's just a steering servo cable, so I'll get that sorted later. Yeah, nice and powerful. It's essentially a hobby wing ECS with, I'm not sure on the motor, but it goes well. I haven't even looked at the motor yet. I haven't even bothered with that. I just want to get things up and running, get all my parts in there and all the electronics, including transponders and things, so we can take it running next weekend. But it goes well. It's real stable under acceleration and it freaking hammers. So very happy with that. Doesn't have genuine Slash tyres. I think the ones on the, did I get the right hand? Yep. The ones here are genuine Slash of some description and they're for the front, so they work, but the ones at the back aren't. They're bigger, they're chunkier. I don't care, it's working. I will get new tyres later in maybe towards the dirt track season, because for now it's just let's get things running, let's get back on the track. Did give me a whole pile of tyres. There's a pile of them over there now. I've got to still sift through them. I'll probably take some rubbers off the rims and just use the rims and stuff like that. Now, it did have a broken front right steering hub, and I knew about that. That was part of the thing that I was told, but he provided them. So, and an RPM one, so I've already replaced that. So that's working great. That took a bit to figure out. Also took the washer off because it wasn't spinning. It was like 3 or 4 rotations and stopping. So I took out the washer because I felt that something was grinding on it, and boom, away it went. So I've still got to clean all the bearings up. I've still got to go through and give it all a once over and stuff like that, and just do some minor setup changes to help it run a little bit better. I do have to stick all my electronics down properly so they don't fly around everywhere, but all in all, that thing's going to be great. It runs brilliantly and I'm really happy with it. So that's going to be mine. The other Traxxas we got came with a really nice, they're still second hand, still beat up, still got to get fixed, Proline little Traxxas shell. And my boy was going to run his Traxxas Slash seal that we got on the second one, but after seeing this on it, he was pretty stoked. So that one's going to stay on for his race car. He was pretty upset with me yesterday because I crashed the living shit out of it yesterday. He was not happy. But anyway, had a nice 60 amp ESC. I think it was just an Amazon sort of jobby. Worked great. But the soldering on the connector, I saw it and I looked at it, man, that is dodgy as shit. I put a couple of batteries in because we wanted to run them and took my time and it came off. But then I just looked at it and went, man, that looks bad. And I literally went like that, about that much pressure, and the thing came apart. So we're going to resolder that one. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but for now I've just put the ECS, the all-in-one one that I'm really not happy with, the 40 amp from that original Traxxas. I've stuck that in there and it works fine. It's not great, but it works. Definitely is the ECS causing the issues that we're having with it though, because when I had run the one that came with it, it broke great, it drove really well and had a lot of guts. This one is all over the joint, so it's definitely something to do with the ECS, so that's good to know. That's something we can fix. The motor, I don't know what it is, but oh yeah, it's punchy. It's way quicker than this thing, way quicker. Like, I let this thing get a head start. We swapped controllers and swapped cars, let it get a head start, and I floored it, and man, it just ate it. It really did. So it's got a fairly punchy motor in there. We'll have to change all that later, but for now, yeah. So it's a bit hard under acceleration. I'm going to put some setup changes on there to make that a bit easier for him. Just move some shocks in and out just to give it a little bit better transfer of weight and stuff like that. Overall though, more than happy with it. It runs fine. I've nearly finished that thing ready so he can race next weekend. Just got to stick everything down properly. So, very nice. I'm very happy with everything that came in. There's a few things there that were broken that I've just had to throw out. That, well, what do I care, you know? But for the price of what I paid for it, I'm pretty happy with them. Now, if these two had been the first two I got instead of that third one, I might be rethinking my second-hand evaluation. But overall, I'm really excited to get these out on the track and have a bit of a go. They're not going to be great to start with. I'm going to have to do a lot of things to them to get them where I need them. But we've only got 2 more rounds of oval. One coming this weekend, one in a fortnight's time, weather dependent. And if we get through them, then we're going to have like 2 to 3 months off. It's going to give me plenty of time to save up and get a few extra bits and pieces, get some more tyres and stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy with these and they look pretty nice. Although I do want to get some better shelf. Paint them up. So yeah, we're moving ahead really well. It's very encouraging. Now the storage system, I'll just give you a quick look at what I've invented. It is up on the wall. Yeah, I might just take a photo. You can see they just look like straight pine that I've, stained into a walnut finish, and they look great, if I'm honest. I really like the look of them, and they fit really well with the benches. But what I've done is I've taken a slightly bigger pine board, and I've taken my table saw, whipped it through the table saw, and cut an angle on it. It's called a French cleat system. Okay, so this will go into the French cleat on the wall and hold it in place. I'm going to screw that onto there. Got a hole in it. Yeah, so this is going to sit on the French cleat. This will be sitting outside. I've got some dowel that fits in there very nicely. Okay, dowel comes out. Now I can slide them whenever I want because they're not going to be fixed. Put cars wherever I want, whatever size I want, whenever I want. So I think that's going to work really well, and I've had a test with these, just holding it and putting it in there, and it is not going to move. It is really solid, so I'm pretty happy with that. I am going to need to put a third one up there, probably about there-ish, and that will give me even more room. And I've got some old the braces that I use for the desk, so I've got them, and I'm going to put them along the wall here underneath, and that's where I'll put like chargers and other bits and pieces on there and PowerPoints and whatnot, so I'll bolt them onto there. Pretty happy with all of that, actually. It's coming along really good. I was hoping to have this finished today, but we had really bad weather and a blouse. I wasn't going out in that kind of cold. But this works. I'm really happy with this. So, yeah, hopefully by the time I get to the race meet in about 6 days, because I got to go to work today. It's a Sunday. They've changed my roster. It's ridiculous. I'm not looking forward to that. I should be able to get them running and get the two cars good to go, ready to go, get organised, get some stuff up on the wall. Yeah, things are moving along, folks, and it's looking awesome. So I really hope you're getting into your hobby stuff. I really hope you're finding time to get out there. I know it's winter in Australia, and I know that means you don't want to go out and things get wet and whatnot. But I hope you're enjoying your life still. I hope you're having fun with your RC hobby. I hope you're getting out there and looking at racing and checking out local clubs and doing what you want to do. In the meantime, though, I better get going. I got to go get ready for work. But yeah, this is the Goateed Sloth reminding you, take it easy on the trigger, send it on the straights, and don't forget that even a sloth can go full throttle.